video.
Charli Damelio is one of the biggest stars in the world of social media. Specifically, she's the queen of TikTok. She's known for her dance moves and having more followers on the platform than literally anyone else. And that includes celebrities. She's gone and done various things that have amplified her career and has legions of adoring fans watching her every move. But not everything she does is perfect, and not everything that is put out there is very flattering. So allow us to show you the 10 most embarrassing moments of Charli Damelio. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
But before that, a simpler reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We are giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's all your choice, so be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple.
Number 10, the breakup with Lil Huddy. This is arguably one of her most embarrassing moments, so let's just put it out there first to get it out of the way. Charli Damelio was once part of the group known as the Hype House, which compiled social media stars together in one home to do collaborations and such. Charli and her sister Dixie were part-time members of the house, and this led to Charli hooking up with fellow house member Lil Huddy. Things seemed great, but then it all went wrong and the fallout was all over the internet. It all began when a bunch of TikTok stars started unfollowing each other on Instagram. Namely, Josh Richards, Bryce Hall, and more former and current Sway House members unfollowed Chase, Lil Huddy. Then, Charli tweeted, and later deleted, "I hope she was worth it." Chase seemingly responded by tweeting and then deleting, "All of this drama going on because I kissed Nessa when we were both single." If you're seeing a pattern with the making and deleting of tweets, you're not alone there. That's usually a sign that they don't want everything to be viewed. But they posted it for one reason or another, and because this is the internet, nothing ever gets truly deleted. In case you didn't know, Nessa Barrett is Josh Richards' ex-girlfriend. Earlier this year, when Chase and Charli were together, there were rumors that Chase cheated on Charli with Nessa. That led to Josh and Bryce releasing the diss track, Still Softish. Since then, Nessa and Josh have broken up. Charli seemingly replied in a now-deleted tweet, "Then you shouldn't have come to my house after without telling me." Think it ended there? Not even close. Chase then decided it was time to air out the rest of the TikTok community drama. "Since all my drama has to be put on the internet for the world to judge me, let's lay out everyone else's," he said. Which he did, and it was ugly, let me tell you. Actually, don't let me tell you, let's just keep the story going. So Charli wasn't having it. "Stop deflecting your actions onto others because you can't take responsibility, Chase," she wrote. "Want me to talk about how you treated me throughout our relationship, or do you want to just continue to play the victim?" Charli's sister Dixie D'Amelio also responded to Chase. "You're wild," she said. "Stop playing the victim and worry about yourself." This wild and very crazy conversation proves various things about young people. One, that they have very confusing ways of handling relationships. And also, Twitter is apparently the place to air your dirty laundry about said relationships when they go wrong. Who knew? For Charli though, this was no doubt a major embarrassing moment because news media sites from all over were writing about this very loud and boisterous event on Twitter. Even videos were being made about it, breaking down every single little detail. That's definitely not what you want when you're just trying to make a brand for yourself. Because as celebrity life has taught many, sometimes you're more famous for your breakups than how you get fame. Ironically, they've apparently made up after the event, making it all the more weird that this happened in the first place.
Come on in! Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh, this is my puppy Finn.
Number 9, the security threat. While not technically an embarrassing moment, it's definitely one to take pause on and acknowledge the seriousness of it. Back in July, Charli Damelio had a very scary thing happen to her. When she was online one day checking her profiles, a person said that they were going to come to her home in Connecticut and deal with her. This threat got everyone in her family spooked, and that was enough for them to go to the police and hire security to protect them so that they didn't have to worry about someone indeed coming to their home. Now, on one hand, no one came to the best of their knowledge, but the threat really did go and shake up the family. After all, Charli has never done anything to cause such a reaction from people. She's not a controversial figure, she's a dancer on TikTok.
Nice, yo! Oh my gosh!
Whoa, that looks so lit. Hard.
That's sick!
So for anyone to say that they're coming to pay her a visit at her home is scary and wrong. Not to mention embarrassing when it turned out to be just posturing and they were worrying about nothing. But obviously they didn't know this at the time. Number 8. Her parents are on TikTok. It would be very easy to imagine that Charli is the only person in her family who's not only talented, but on TikTok and basically a celebrity there. But you'd be dead wrong. In fact, somewhat shockingly and embarrassingly, her parents are not only talented as well, they like to show these talents on TikTok.
For you, Charlie.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
I just videotaped some random people videotaping me. Look at how the turntables turn. I'm ready.
Yes, she's one of many who have parents on the platform, proving that we are all indeed doomed. The even more embarrassing part, they're also kind of famous and have millions of views. Truly horrifying. Not to mention, number 7, don't forget about Dixie. Many TV shows and movies like to play up the fact that certain older siblings always have it better than their younger siblings. Whole franchises have played that card to great effect. But in the case of the Damelio family, it's the opposite. Because Charli's actually the youngest of the kids in her home. She has a sister, Dixie, who's 2 years older than her and also on TikTok. Charli far outpaces Dixie in terms of followers.
He's not waking up. Charli. Charli's not waking up. And I read on Google that you need a tree love's kiss to wake up a TikTok star. So,
Charli has over 80 million followers, while Dixie has over 30 million, which is obviously still great, but it must be a little embarrassing knowing that you're outpacing your sister. And some people say that Dixie is more talented than Charli. Just saying. Number 6, makeup. Charli is a very unique star in various ways, but one you might not expect is that she's not a fan of makeup. She wears it, but not to a very large degree because she prefers to keep her natural looks intact. This differentiates her from many people out there in the world today, and that makes her very special as a result. But it has to be embarrassing when you see others put on a ton of makeup and they look at you weirdly because you don't. But don't back down, Charli. To each her own. Number 5, bloopers. Given that Charli is the biggest star on TikTok, you'd think that everything she does in terms of dance routines and such, she does in one take. But there are videos out there showing that Charli does indeed screw up, and quite often. While no doubt embarrassed at times, she takes it in stride and laughs it off. But honestly, this shows a great side of her because no one's perfect, not even the queen of TikTok. Number 4, school life. Most people see the success of Charli Damelio and think that she's got it made and doesn't have to do things other kids do, yet she does. She's not even in college yet and her parents make sure she does school. It's just a private school. But can you imagine the looks she gets from people all over that school? She's a queen in their midst, and they likely all follow her profile on TikTok, so seeing her in person must be a treat for them. But embarrassing for Charli because she no doubt doesn't want all that attention in school when she's just trying to get things done. Number 3, the hype house. This one's a bit tricky because at one time, both Charli and Dixie Damelio were a part of the hype house, as we mentioned earlier. But because of them living in Connecticut, they couldn't be with them full-time in Los Angeles. Then, when both of their star powers took off, they left the house, and it was a big scandal because everyone was wondering, why did they leave, and so on and so forth. They had to release statements to calm everyone down about it, which must have been exhausting. But this might have been a great move because cracks have been forming in the hype house, and it's probably best they're not a part of it anymore. Number 2, meeting J-Lo. Okay, not exactly an embarrassing moment, but you have to feel that she was overwhelmed when she was asked by Jennifer Lopez during Super Bowl weekend to help her with a dance, and to be filmed together with her must have been overwhelming in a good way. Plus, she was no doubt replaying it to make sure she didn't do anything embarrassing while in the presence of one of her idols. Number 1, the expectations. When you have fame, there are expectations, and sometimes it's embarrassing to have to deal with people who have unnecessary expectations of you. Yet that's what happens, and sadly, it doesn't change. But Charli has done well by keeping a level head, fighting for what she believes in, and not backing down from bullies. She's a good kid, and while there are more embarrassing moments coming her way, no doubt, we think she'll be fine. So, what do you think? What did you think of this look at Charli Damelio in the times when the camera or the spotlight didn't show her various good sides and instead showed the rather darker ones? Were you surprised by some of the things that were revealed here? Which of these did you find the most embarrassing? And do you know of another embarrassing moment that Charli had to endure? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.
But before that, a simpler reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We are giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's all your choice, so be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple.